Yes, the slave ship was actually called Jesus, okay? It was called Jesus of Lubeck, the good ship Jesus, otherwise known as. And it was a ship under King Henry VIII in 1540, who later passed that on to Queen Elizabeth I, who chartered that ship through John Hawkins to West Africa in about 1562, 1560 something. And he took that ship to the west coast of Africa and saw a bunch of Sierra Leoneans harvesting in their fields and decided he was going to go preach the good word of Jesus Christ to them. Tell them all about hell and paradise. Yes, salvation, he said to them. All they needed to do was get on that Jesus ship to be saved and have salvation. And they did, only to shortly find out afterwards that they could not get off, as he took those West African Sierra Leoneans and sold them to Spanish states, Venezuela, Santo Domingo, in exchange for things like cocoa and sugar. And he did such a good job, Queen Elizabeth I said, that she actually gave him more weapons and more ship to continue more trips. So well of a job, she said he did, that she gave him a coat of arms. Yes, as he continued to sell West Africans under the guise of salvation under Jesus Christ on the ship Jesus of Lubeck, the good ship Jesus, like I said. And this was a common practice, by the way, during the transatlantic slave trade. This whole Christianity that was brought across the seas was brought under guise of salvation for these West Africans, that was even preached to their chiefs, who you say Africans sold Africans, that they were going to be saved across the seas, saved into chains, I believe. This method of selling Jesus Christ on a slave ship worked so well that till this day, those chains are still locked around our brains. But a lot of these descendants of these Catholic and Christian mercenaries and missionaries are coming out to apologize today. And the descendants of people like John Hawkins, one of his relatives, by the way, Andrew Hawkins, made a whole ass apology in front of 20,000 Africans. They could still go to hell, as they sold Christ in exchange to take black bodies off of the coast of Africa, across the seas, to sell them, to work fields, and to be enslaved for centuries. And while John Hawkins eventually met his fate, and so did that ship, whatever coat of arms Queen Elizabeth gave him, I would say the job that they did in preaching Jesus Christ as salvation in order to put us in chains is still working today. We still here every Sunday morning. Praise Him. Now, with this knowledge, you could do as you please with your Christianity, but please understand that when you got on that ship, you ain't know nothing about no Jesus Christ. I can't say you didn't know Muhammad, because I'm pretty sure you did, but you didn't know Jesus Christ till you got on that Jesus Lubeck ship. And looking around today at the nature and system of Christianity in the black community, it looks like some of us don't ever want to get off that good ship Jesus and free ourselves from those chains. But mind you, not all of us made that journey all the way. Some of us realized what the fuck was going on and jumped the fuck off that ship into the ocean, off those ships, before it arrived on the shores of those Spanish states, and let fate take us somewhere else other than slavery. Here in 2023, I want us to know that we still have the opportunity to get off the Jesus of Lubeck. You still have the opportunity to abandon ship